Okay, hi. Pardon me if I'm a bit all over the place in this video. I did just wake up about 5 minutes ago. But basically, I just wanted to make a video kind of showcasing this server software I've been working on. It's called Composter. And I have made videos on it before on this channel. You'll see this one from 2019 and this one a little bit later as well, when I first started working on this. And then I basically kind of dropped the project for a while. And I think like probably a week or so ago, I kind of picked it up and redid most of it. But the short of it is, it's kind of like a clean room implementation of the beta Minecraft 1.7.3 server, I guess. So it's an old version of the game, but it's one that I really like. And yeah, also looks like one of the things I used to have is called handler. Anyway, oh, that's the video. This is the page on GitHub. I'll drop it in the description. Okay, hi. I'm recording this a little bit after like everything else has been recorded, but I did want to mention, because I did have these tabs open, I was going to talk about these. Basically, these are kind of like the main inspirations for Composter. Basically, Lightstone is the main inspiration. Lightstone and the later project Glowstone. Another one that I did see when I was working on Composter was TrueCraft. And this one was really impressive to me because I think they had like a full lighting engine and everything. So yeah, these are kind of inspirations. I didn't take code from this one. I did take a bit of code from Lightstone at the very start, when I didn't know what I was doing about 5 years ago. But at this point, I just kind of write my own code from scratch. So yeah, I just wanted to mention these two because they did inspire me, and Lightstone did help me get started. Yeah, all right, back to the rest of the video. Let me just showcase it, honestly. I've added quite a few things recently. Basically, I just refactored the entire thing, except for a couple files, into Kotlin, because I've been learning Kotlin for like the last 2 years, so I figured I might as well take advantage of that. And you'll see I started the server and I can join. And yeah, I mean, this is kind of what it looks like right now. Recently, I did add some actual terrain gen. It's not close to beta. I mean, it's just noise. Basically, I'm just using 3D Perlin noise, and then I think I have a height map in there as well. But it's not. I mean, it's not beta, but it's a placeholder for the point for this point in time. And then one more thing I did add recently is actual block placement, as well as actual inventory. So yeah, that's a thing I have now. You'll see if I place blocks. Oh yeah. One more thing to mention is the collisions for actual block placement are a little goofy. I actually don't think I pushed the changes. They might be on my laptop. Basically, I started checking for the hitboxes of blocks when you place them. Anyway, none of that really matters. I'll show you the code a little bit. You can check out the GitHub. It's probably going to be changed by the time you, or updated by the time you actually check it out. But most of the actual game interaction logic here is in this packet handler. So basically, I just have packets, that get handled here. So for example, if the client sends a dig packet, which can also include a drop item packet, it handles it here. It dispatches it to the server thread, so everything's synchronized there. And you'll see I can drop an item. There's no velocity or anything like that implemented. It just kind of drops it at your location. But I am working on getting that velocity stuff kind of figured out, so that stuff can actually like move. But I don't really know much about physics and stuff, so I'm working on that, reading through some papers. But otherwise, there is full inventory support. I implemented this recently. Oh, I need to implement that so it drops out of the inventory. Okay, anyway, let me just like drop all those real quick so I have an empty slot, because there's no other way I can drop these. There is no item merging, but I realized that beta didn't actually have that, so I think I'm gonna just keep that as a configurable option. But essentially, yeah, like in the back end, I do have a menu class here. and it does handle all the menu interactions. So there's a couple that you can do in beta. You'll see, I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but I hope it was interesting. There's a slot action, so you can take half. For example, when you right click, it takes half. The client does the half on its end, and then the server's also got to calculate the exact same thing. So you'll see when I place or take an item, it swaps with cursor. When I right click, it takes half. If I take a item stack like this and I left click it over another stack, it'll say place stack. And then if I have the stack and I right click, it'll say place one. So place one can fit one. So yeah, as you can see, all this stuff is down here, but as you can see, I think it's working pretty well. I did finish that yesterday. So essentially at this point, the game is kind of playable. Like you can break stuff, you can pick up items. I got 62, 63 grass, 64 grass, and then not 65 grass, because I can't fit it in my inventory. So that logic works. Anyway, yeah, you'll see there's no like physics or anything. And for these ones, for some reason, the break packet does not get sent. So I have to figure out what the grass logic is there. But yeah, essentially, this is a very, very rudimentary but working sort of system. And I also recently did implement an entity tracking system. So if I do want to go ahead and add like another player on, we will be able to see each other. There is a bit of a bug right now. I kind of forgot with the positioning. Yeah, you'll kind of see when I get to the other player here. I'll walk. Basically, there's something wrong with the position packets, so I kind of bob up and down if I am running next to the other player here. Don't know what that's up about, or what that's all about, but I do have to figure that one out. Okay, yeah, as you can see, this dude, like when you move your camera sometimes, or you jump, it just kind of glitches you in the middle of the air. So I got to figure out what that's being caused by, because that didn't used to happen when I had this all implemented in Java. But yeah, I'll figure that out. That's fine. But anyways, yeah, if you're interested in checking all this out, all the code is, open source on the GitHub. If you'd like to contribute stuff, of course you can. Right now it's just kind of me messing with stuff, so it's a bit rudimentary. It's not really what I'd say is the most complete implementation. I mean, pretty much everything's missing. But yeah, that's a bit of a status update for the project. I mean, it's been a couple of years since I actually started, so I'm glad I'm still working on it.